Most people think that manifesting is some sort of magic that we can learn that happens when you find the right technique. Like if you just say the affirmation enough times or visualize in the perfect way, things will instantly appear. But I know you've tried that and I know it didn't work for you just as you expected because you clicked on this video. And I know you're frustrated with it, feeling that with all the work you've put in, things should have manifested by now. So why aren't they? But what if I told you that the real reason it's not working for you has nothing to do with the technique and everything to do with what's going on underneath? We know that what's manifested is what we're aware of, what dwells in our subconscious mind, right? This video is for those of you who are tired of trying to manifest, tired of feeling anxious, stuck, constantly checking if it worked, tired of thinking you've done something wrong, tired of doubting yourself, tired of not knowing what's in your subconscious mind that ultimately manifests into your life. So let's go deeper. This is the advanced take on the 3 biggest beginner mistakes in manifesting. Hi, I'm Marta and welcome to my channel. And this is the 3rd video of the series Manifesting But Make It Make Sense, where we debunk the common manifesting misconceptions. And in the last video, we were talking about techniques. Do they manifest? Do they not manifest? And what's the manifesting is really about in its core. So check out the playlist. It's right here to see other videos of this series. Let's go right to the mistakes. Mistake number 1, treating techniques like magic spells. Firstly, we rely way too much on techniques as if they're doing the manifesting for us. And I have a separate video about techniques, which is linked right here. And the mistake here is giving away your power to the external. We don't stop to ask, why can we manifest in the first place? It's not the technique that manifests. It's you. It's who you are, and it's worth taking note of, so leave it in the comments for others to see or write it down for yourself on some sort of piece of paper. And the truth is, manifesting comes from the self-concept of I am. Not I want or I'll try, but I am, your true nature, your identity. You are the awareness, the divine consciousness, the limitless creator. Techniques are tools, permission slips to feel a certain way, but they're useless if you haven't even remembered your power and who you are, if you place the power on them instead of on yourself. So the takeaway from this first mistake is this: you are the I am, the awareness of being with limitless power. So stop giving away your power to the external, like the techniques or other people. Understand why is that you can manifest in the first place. And I have a separate video just about this, also linked somewhere here. Mistake number 2, expecting instant results after years of living in the survival mode. We assume we can just jump into manifesting and everything will just change instantly. And for some it does. It brings instant smaller or bigger results. But for all of us, what certainly happens is that with this knowledge, we start to enter a new level of consciousness, increasing our awareness, which translates to us healing as a kind of byproduct of that. But for most of us, we spend years in survival mode, trying to feel safe through external things, validating ourselves through the outcomes and other people and identifying with that. Then we are learning about manifesting and suddenly we are told, just affirm it, just visualize, just feel good. And if it doesn't work immediately, we spiral thinking we've done something wrong, doubting ourselves. But this way we set ourselves for a huge disappointment that then shapes months of forced work and just brings us deeper into the rabbit hole of content consumption, trying new methods, coaching, books, and generally grinding to get what we want. But here's the thing. This practice is not about doing. It's about being. And you are not broken. You're learning a completely new way of being, new way of thinking. You are rewiring decades of conditioning, so give yourself some grace. Be okay with some things taking a little bit more time, like all the good things in life do. Develop patience. What about people in those success stories that we like to watch so much? You don't see the years of inner work they did. We only see the results because that's what the human self wants to focus on. But that's the inner shift that made it happen in the first place. The takeaway from this second mistake is this. Not everyone has the same background, and if you feel more resistance or attachment to the outcomes, it doesn't mean you don't know how to manifest or that you're not going to manifest what you want. Give yourself some grace and trust that you will absolutely experience everything you desire. It's for you. It's your birthright. Just don't try to put a time frame on it because it's a practice of being, not doing. So really just stop trying so hard. You're only going to burn out yourself and really just repel your desires. So now let's get to the third mistake. Ignoring emotional regulation and well-being. Here is the big one. So make sure to write it down. You are not prioritizing how you feel right now. You're trying to only feel good when you manifest the thing. And I know you do, because I've been there too. It's really, really difficult to find happiness here and now if you don't know what you're doing. So we rely on the external things to get there. But while we can fool ourselves, the human selves, the I am, God, the true self, cannot be fooled. That's not self-regulation. That's still just external dependence and conditioning of your life. The consistently successful manifesting comes from calm nervous system, from knowing you're always safe, and from that place everything can be seen as neutral experience, from accepting what is while gently redirecting towards what's desired by asking yourself, who am I being right now? And I'm also preparing a video about the 3 pillars of emotional regulation, so subscribe to be notified. It's a big thing in manifesting. You don't waver as much emotionally when you constantly remind yourself who you are. I am is your ultimate self-concept and the greatest reminder. Nothing matters, and you can feel anything without identifying with it because you know exactly who you are in each moment. And you don't manifest just one thing and call it done. You're entering a completely new state of consciousness, leveling up, if you will. You can either chase temporary wins with techniques that might not work the next time, or you can build a deep, peaceful inner foundation that sustains everything you want for life. The takeaway from this third mistake is this. Stop with the techniques. Stop with the content consumption. And no, you don't need coaching. Unless you don't know what your assumptions are. Enter a state of I am, your true nature. This is the biggest pillar of emotion regulation. Spend some time a day resting in your awareness and go to your imagination to experience whatever you just want for the sake of feeling it here and now. Not because it's a technique that manifests. It's not a technique. Imagination is God. It's the only reality. It's you. And if you would like to find out what's holding you back and what's blocking your manifestations, I've created a free quiz that will give you the customized breakdown of your strengths, challenges, and tips to improve your manifesting. So to take the quiz, just comment below, I want to take the quiz, and I'll provide it to you. So now about the real work. And when I say work, I don't mean grinding. I don't mean doing anything, because this is a practice of being. But the real work is presence, awareness, observing without judgment. Maybe it's not as sexy as robotic affirming and manifesting it in 24 hours. I know, but it's real and it's what really lasts. Because once you know, you know. We think we're doing it wrong when things don't appear fast. So we binge more content, more techniques, try different methods, get coaching. But you don't need more how-tos. You need to decide who you are and keep showing up as that consistently, forgiving what is, asking in the moments of doubt, who am I being? And correcting it into the state of the person who already has it, thinking from that state. What does it really mean, the kingdom of heaven? Seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. That kingdom is not a place, it's a state of consciousness. It's the state of being fulfilled now. The version of you that has it is calm, it's loving, regulated, not chasing, not doubting, not needing proof, trusting. From that place, everything comes naturally, really just organically, without force, from your true nature. And it feels absolutely amazing. So how do you get there? Healing is expansion, not fixing. Here is a powerful reframe. We're not healing because we're broken. We're healing so that we can handle the joy, the love, and the abundance that's coming. Otherwise, we risk self-sabotaging the good thing from those unhealed parts of ourselves. And the anxious, burnout version of you doesn't exist in your dream life. So it has to die out. So naturally, that part is going to dissolve once you increase your awareness and you accept what is and order for yourself over time. That is the leveling up in consciousness. And yes, it feels like chaos sometimes, but every emotional purge is your subconscious clearing out. That's a win in disguise, even though it feels really uncomfortable. And it's the assumption or belief coming up so it can die out when noticed for what it is and dealt with properly with acceptance and love. We heal through remembering who we are because we simply forgot. We forgot that there is no separation, that everything is the same as us. And increasing awareness brings healing along with it as a beautiful byproduct. So you, the human self, don't manifest anything. Yourself with the capital S does. And your fears are not a problem if you decide to not identify with them and see them just as something your human self experiences. You are the awareness that can hold your emotions, love them, and still move forward. The more you become aware of what's within, the less control your unconscious fears have. That's where the true power lives. And when you rest in that, manifesting becomes natural, easy, peaceful, and you don't depend on it emotionally, whether it appears or not, because you already are fulfilled by experiencing it in your imagination and assuming the wish fulfilled. Not because you forced it or used techniques, but because you finally remembered who you are. And we constantly forget so that we can remember. In the next video of this series, we're going to talk about why manifestations fail and why they actually don't. So make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss this video. Thank you very much for watching. I hope that it was helpful for you. Let me know in the comments what was the biggest light bulb moment for you and what was helpful. Subscribe to my weekly newsletter, Self-Love Letter, and explore some free resources in the description box below. And to take my free quiz, comment below, I want to take the quiz, and I'll give it to you. These are the videos that YouTube think that you should watch next. And remember, you are brave, you are loved. Be kind to yourself. Bye now.